Have you ever felt an itch that just wouldn't go away? Not the kind that a little lotion or a warm bath can fix, but one that lingers deep under your skin, like your body is trying to tell you something. For many older adults, especially those over 60, that stubborn itch isn't just a part of aging. It could be the very first whisper of something much more serious. Something happening inside your heart, your kidneys, or even your liver. And the scary part? Most people ignore it until it's too late. I'm Dr. Sarah Mitchell. After more than 30 years in geriatric medicine, I've learned one truth that can save lives. The body speaks softly before it screams, and sometimes it speaks through an itch. Today, I'll walk you through 5 specific areas on the body where persistent itching could be a sign of a serious condition, starting with the most commonly overlooked one, your feet and ankles. Let's begin. Have you ever stopped to wonder why that itch on your feet just won't go away, no matter how many creams or lotions you use? For older adults, especially those over 60, this kind of persistent itch isn't always just dry skin. According to Dr. Sarah Mitchell, a geriatric specialist with more than 30 years of experience, your feet and ankles can act as early warning signals for serious internal conditions, some of which may directly impact how long you live. Many seniors brush off these symptoms, thinking it's just a normal part of aging. But Dr. Mitchell urges otherwise. When an older patient tells me their ankles are always itchy and swollen, and moisturizers don't help, I start thinking about what their circulation and heart are doing. 2 major health issues are often behind these symptoms: poor circulation and fluid retention, both of which can be tied to critical conditions like peripheral artery disease (PAD) and heart failure. PAD affects nearly 1 in 5 adults over age 70 in the United States and is caused by a buildup of plaque that narrows arteries, especially in the legs. This reduces blood flow and leads to dry, irritated, and itchy skin, often starting around the feet and ankles. Even more concerning, PAD increases the risk of heart attack and stroke by as much as 5 times. On the other hand, swelling and itchiness around the ankles may indicate edema or fluid buildup, often a result of the heart not pumping efficiently. If your socks leave deep imprints or your shoes feel tighter at the end of the day, these are not just minor inconveniences, they're red flags. Take, for example, Marilyn, a 76-year-old retired librarian from Ohio. She ignored her itchy ankles for months, assuming they were just irritated from walking more. But when she started struggling to get her shoes on and noticed swelling that wouldn't go away, she finally saw her doctor. The diagnosis: early-stage congestive heart failure. With proper treatment and lifestyle changes, Marilyn regained her energy and now enjoys weekly hikes with her local senior walking group. Another case involved Franco, 83, who casually mentioned itchy feet during a checkup. Dr. Mitchell found weak pulses in his lower legs and sent him for vascular imaging. The result? Advanced PAD that required immediate intervention. Frank thought he was just being overly sensitive, Dr. Mitchell recalled. But that silly little itch may have saved him from a major stroke. So what can you do, Dr. Mitchell recommends these steps. Elevate your legs above heart level for 20 minutes, 3 times a day. Reduce your salt intake, and keep a simple journal tracking when the itching worsens. These observations can be incredibly helpful to your doctor. Your feet are the farthest point from your heart. When blood struggles to get there, it's often the first place your body shows signs of trouble. Paying attention early could mean the difference between a manageable diagnosis and a health crisis. In the next section, we'll explore how persistent itching in your hands and fingers may reveal even deeper issues, including those tied to kidney function and blood sugar. Have you or someone you know experienced chronic itching around the feet or ankles? Share your thoughts or stories in the comments. Your experience could help someone else catch a warning sign early. Have your hands ever itched so persistently that it kept you awake at night, even when your skin looked perfectly fine? For many older adults, especially those over 65, this kind of nagging discomfort is often dismissed as dry skin, a reaction to soap, or just part of getting older. But according to Dr. Sarah Mitchell, a geriatric physician with more than 3 decades of experience, persistent itching in the hands and fingers may be one of the earliest, most overlooked indicators of something far more serious, kidney disease or diabetes. The hands are always in view, Dr. Mitchell says, but that means people also get used to ignoring them. They assume it's just dry skin, when in fact, their body is waving a red flag. When your kidneys begin to lose function, even subtly toxins start to build up in the bloodstream. This can trigger a deep, internal itch that many patients describe as coming from beneath the skin, especially on the palms or between the fingers. This condition, known as uremic pruritus, affects an estimated 30 to 40% of people with chronic kidney disease and often goes unrecognized until other symptoms arise. Dr. Mitchell recounts the story of Eugene, a 74-year-old former woodworker from Wisconsin. He blamed the itch in his hands on years of using chemical stains and tools. "I figured it was just my rough hands catching up with me," Eugene said, but the itching grew worse, waking him up at night. After blood work and a referral to a nephrologist, Eugene was diagnosed with stage 3 kidney disease. Today, he follows a strict low-sodium, kidney-friendly diet, and his symptoms are well managed. Equally alarming is the link between hand itching and diabetes, especially in its early stages. Elevated blood sugar levels over time can damage nerve endings, a condition called diabetic neuropathy. This often causes strange sensations in the extremities: tingling, burning, numbness, or relentless itching. Take Martha, 68, from Arizona. A retired piano teacher, she noticed her fingertips itching and tingling, especially at night. She tried switching soaps, lotions, even her laundry detergent, with no relief. When she mentioned it during a routine appointment, her doctor ordered an A1C test. It came back elevated, revealing she had been living with undiagnosed type 2 diabetes for years. "That itch was my first clue," Martha says now. "I had no idea my blood sugar was out of control." Diabetes affects over 15 million seniors in the US, and nearly 1/3 of them are unaware they have it. Early sensory symptoms like unexplained itching can be a critical signal to catch the disease before it causes more damage. Dr. Mitchell recommends that anyone experiencing chronic hand or finger itching pay attention to accompanying signs like excessive thirst, frequent urination, numbness, or unusual fatigue. Keeping a journal of when the itching occurs, whether it's worse at night or after eating, can help your doctor connect the dots sooner. Your hands have held so much through the years. Dr. Mitchell reminds her patients. They've worked, comforted, created. If they start calling for help, don't ignore them. In the next section, we'll shift focus to a less obvious but equally telling area, the shins, and what they may reveal about your heart and blood vessels. Have you ever felt an itch in your hands that just wouldn't quit? Did you brush it off, or did it turn out to be something more? Share your experience in the comments below. Someone else might need to hear it. When was the last time you really looked at the skin on your shins, not just to shave or apply lotion, but to notice what your body might be trying to tell you? For many seniors, especially those over 65, the skin on the front of the lower legs is an early canvas for what's happening inside the circulatory system. That dry, shiny, or persistently itchy skin on your shins could be far more than a surface-level irritation, according to Dr. Sarah Mitchell, a veteran geriatric specialist. It could be the first subtle sign of peripheral artery disease PAD or chronic venous insufficiency, two circulation issues that are far more common in older adults than most realize. The shins have some of the thinnest, most underprotected skin on the body, Dr. Mitchell explains. They also have relatively poor blood flow compared to other areas. That makes them one of the first places to show signs of vascular trouble. PAD occurs when arteries become narrowed or blocked due to plaque buildup. It affects approximately 5 million Americans, especially those over 60, and often goes undiagnosed. The early symptoms? Itchy, dry, and sometimes discolored skin, often beginning on the lower legs. As the condition progresses, patients may experience pain while walking or even at rest. Dr. Mitchell shares the story of Nancy, a 78-year-old gardening enthusiast from Oregon, who noticed an intense itch and shiny texture forming on her shins. "At first, I thought it was from kneeling in the garden," Nancy said. "But when her walking stamina decreased and her skin began to look almost waxy, she knew something was wrong. A vascular screening revealed moderate PAD. With medication, improved diet, and a walking regimen, Nancy has regained her mobility and peace of mind. In addition to PAD, Chronic venous insufficiency (CVI) is another common but often overlooked culprit behind itchy shins in the elderly. When the valves in leg veins weaken, blood doesn't flow back to the heart efficiently. This can lead to swelling, fluid buildup, and a specific kind of itch that worsens by evening, especially after long periods of sitting or standing. Howard, 81, a retired postman from Pennsylvania, experienced daily shin itching and assumed it was from dry skin or old age. Only after a vein specialist examined his legs did he learn that CVI was causing blood to pool in his lower limbs. With compression therapy and lifestyle changes, his discomfort significantly improved. What makes these symptoms especially important is their timing. Itching on the shins that persists or intensifies over time, particularly with other changes like discoloration, swelling, or skin thinning, should never be ignored. These are often the body's early alerts to vascular decline that, if caught early, can be managed before more serious events like ulcers, infections, or even strokes occur. Dr. Mitchell encourages seniors and caregivers to do a simple self-check. Look at your lower legs regularly. Does the skin appear shiny, reddish, or flaky? Do your ankles swell by day's end? Does itching worsen when you're seated for long periods? In the next section, we'll move upward to an even more delicate and often underappreciated area of the body, the neck and jawline, where your thyroid might be sending signals in disguise. Have you ever noticed changes in the skin on your shins that didn't seem quite right? What did you think was causing it at the time? Let us know in the comments. Your story might help someone else take that first step toward early detection. Have you ever felt a strange itch under your jawline or around your neck that wouldn't go away and wondered if it meant something more? For many seniors, especially women over 60, persistent itching in the neck and jaw area can be a surprisingly early sign of thyroid dysfunction, particularly hypothyroidism, which is when the thyroid gland isn't producing enough hormones. The thyroid, a small butterfly-shaped gland in the front of your neck, plays a massive role in regulating everything from your metabolism and body temperature to brain function and skin health. Dr. Sarah Mitchell, a seasoned geriatric physician, says that while most people associate thyroid problems with fatigue or weight gain, the skin around the thyroid often starts sending signals first through dryness, irritation, and an itch that seems to come from deeper than the surface. Many of my older patients never connect the dots, Dr. Mitchell explains. They think it's a new detergent or the weather, but in reality, their thyroid may be underperforming, slowly affecting every system in their body. Dorothy, a 69-year-old retired librarian from Michigan, had been battling a nagging itch around her neck and jawline for months. She tried switching soaps, giving up perfume, even changing her pillowcases. Nothing worked. "It was driving me nuts," she said. During a routine visit, Dr. Mitchell noticed the dryness and slight puffiness around Dorothy's neck and ordered thyroid blood work. The results? Significant hypothyroidism. After just 6 weeks on the right medication, Dorothy's energy returned, her mind felt clearer, and the itching disappeared. In some cases, that neck itch can point to more than just an underactive thyroid. Autoimmune conditions like Hashimoto's thyroiditis often begin subtly as the body mistakenly attacks the thyroid. This autoimmune inflammation can cause deep itching around the neck and jawline that doesn't respond to moisturizers or topical treatments. It's important to remember that hypothyroidism affects nearly 10% of adults over 65, with women being especially at risk. Symptoms can be vague and build slowly: low energy, brain fog, dry skin, constipation, sensitivity to cold, or unexplained weight gain. But itching near the gland itself can sometimes be the first noticeable clue. Dr. Mitchell advises seniors to take any persistent itching in the neck area seriously, especially if it's accompanied by other vague signs like fatigue or mood changes. Your neck may not be loud, she says, but it's often one of the first places your body whispers that something's off. If you're unsure whether your symptoms are hormonal or just environmental, a simple blood test can provide clarity. Thyroid disorders are highly treatable, but like so many age-related conditions, early detection makes a world of difference. Next, we'll explore what persistent itching on your upper and lower back could reveal about your liver and blood sugar levels. Have you ever experienced unexplained itching around your neck or jawline? What did you think was causing it? Share your thoughts in the comments. Someone else might benefit from your insight. Have you ever scratched at your back in the middle of the night, wondering why it itches so deeply, even though there's nothing visible on the skin? For older adults, especially those over 65, persistent itching on the upper or lower back can be more than a passing annoyance. According to Dr. Sarah Mitchell, a seasoned geriatric physician, this kind of itch is sometimes your body's quiet way of revealing internal medical conditions that might otherwise go unnoticed, particularly diabetes and liver disease. The back is tricky, Dr. Mitchell explains. It's hard to see, hard to reach, and easy to ignore. That makes it the perfect hiding spot for symptoms that are more than skin deep. Let's start with diabetes, which affects more than 15 million seniors in the US. High blood sugar over time can cause damage to nerves and sweat glands, especially in areas like the lower back. This can lead to diabetic neuropathy, where the skin feels itchy, tingly, or numb. For many, this itching appears before they ever notice the more well-known symptoms. James, a 74-year-old retired high school coach from Iowa, thought his back itched because of dry winter air. It worsened after showers and often woke him during the night. He eventually mentioned it during a routine checkup. Lab tests showed elevated blood sugar and an A1C level indicating type 2 diabetes. With early treatment and lifestyle adjustments, his condition stabilized, and so did the itch. Equally concerning is liver disease, particularly conditions like fatty liver, cirrhosis, or bile duct blockage. When the liver isn't filtering toxins properly, these toxins can accumulate in the bloodstream and trigger cholestatic pruritus, a deep, relentless itch often felt across the back. This type of itching tends to worsen at night or after a hot shower and is resistant to lotions or antihistamines. Linda, a 70-year-old artist from North Carolina, spent months trying different creams and soaps for her upper back itch. When she began feeling more tired than usual and noticed a faint yellow hue in her eyes, she knew something wasn't right. Blood work revealed early-stage liver dysfunction. With medication and dietary changes, her symptoms significantly improved. Dr. Mitchell emphasizes that persistent itching on your back, especially if it's deep, unrelenting, or paired with fatigue, night sweats, or skin color changes, should prompt a conversation with your doctor. Your skin is often a messenger for what's happening inside, she says. We just have to learn how to listen. If you're experiencing these symptoms, start keeping a journal. When is the itch worst? After meals? At night? After bathing? These small details can help uncover the bigger picture. In the final section, we'll tie everything together and explore how listening to these subtle symptoms could quite literally add years to your life. Have you or someone close to you ever struggled with an unexplained back itch? What did you discover in the end? Let us know in the comments. You might help someone else catch a condition before it becomes serious. How many times have we brushed off a small itch, thinking it was nothing only to later wish we had paid more attention? Our bodies are incredible machines, and with age, they speak to us in more subtle, quieter ways. According to Dr. Sarah Mitchell, a trusted expert in geriatric medicine, persistent itching in specific areas of the body is more than just a skin issue. It's often the first sign of deeper health concerns that, when detected early, can be treated effectively and even prevent life-threatening complications. Throughout this guide, we've explored how itching in 5 key areas can serve as a warning system. Feet and ankles, often linked to circulation issues like peripheral artery disease or early signs of heart failure. Hands and fingers can reveal kidney dysfunction or undiagnosed diabetes through deep, persistent itching. Shins may signal problems with blood flow or venous insufficiency, especially if the skin appears shiny or discolored. Neck and jawline, frequently tied to thyroid imbalances, particularly hypothyroidism, which affects up to 10% of older adults. Back, upper and lower can be early indicators of blood sugar instability, diabetes, or liver-related disorders, such as cholestasis or fatty liver disease. What connects these symptoms isn't just the itch, it's what the itch represents, an invitation to listen. Dr. Mitchell reminds us that the body whispers before it screams. That itch could be the very first clue your heart, kidneys, thyroid, or liver is struggling. Take Richard, a 72-year-old from Colorado, who watched this very message online and realized the itch on his lower legs wasn't going away. After speaking with his doctor, he discovered he had early-stage PAD. A few weeks later, his brother watched the same video and, recognizing his own hand symptoms, was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. This video changed both of our lives, Richard wrote in a letter to Dr. Mitchell. The truth is, early intervention saves lives. Whether you're someone navigating the ups and downs of aging or a family member caring for a loved one, paying attention to small signs can lead to big, life-extending outcomes. So the next time you or someone you love experiences an unexplained itch that just won't quit, don't just grab a bottle of lotion. Take a moment to reflect, observe, and when in doubt, talk to your doctor. Your skin may be trying to protect more than just your surface. It might be the messenger of something much deeper. What symptom have you ignored that later turned out to be something important? Or is there an itch you're dealing with right now that you're starting to see differently? Share your experience in the comments. It could help someone else catch a warning before it becomes a crisis.